Hello party people. So I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. I'm calling it part 1. I don't know if there's going to be a part 2, but this is my best advice for people who either are considering trophy hunting or already started. And of course we're talking about the PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PSVR 1, and quite soon to be PSVR 2. Yes, it's coming out for those of you that didn't know. Okay, so let me just put this over here for a second. I'm gonna pull down here. That was the wrong one. We're gonna pull down here. Okay, there we go. Believe it or not, I'm on my PlayStation 5 interface for those of you that don't know. The bare minimum in terms of the resource you can use for trophy hunting is this right here, the PlayStation Store. Now, this is specifically on the PS5, which I mentioned for a very specific reason. If you go to new games, right, you scroll all the way to the end and click on View All. Now, this will show you all the new games, right? The thing is, if you keep going down, you'll see the latest games that came out. And usually, the latest games that came out are the least money generating, let me put it like that, in terms of profit for Sony. Now, why even have these games at all? The reason is, these are easy platinums. The majority of the games listed are some of the easiest platinums that are out right now. So this is an invaluable resource, but it can go that much better, and I'm going to show you how. Now let me move this over here. So this is what I call the next most valuable resource when it comes to PlayStation trophy hunting. Now, for those of you that don't already know, this website is psnprofiles.com. This is a page I clicked on under leaderboard, and it's organized by globally. This is the global one, not just the region one, but in terms of the entire world. If you see those buttons in the upper left, I didn't know there's cheaters involved on PSN profiles. I don't know how do you cheat? Like, do you hack the website or something? I don't know. But as you can see here, this says world rank with the up arrow. That says 310. It says country rank with the up arrow 44. That just means my world rank under my profile for the PlayStation profiles, and is world rank 310, and my country rank is country rank 44. These are the latest numbers. You do have an opportunity, if you're not a premium user, to you can update your profile like a certain number of times a day, and like if you just got a trophy and you want to see the stats about it. But regardless, I don't know what they mean by cheaters, like I said, because wait, okay, let's be real here, right? If you have, like, for example, the number one ranked person in the world right here, it's 5,662 platinums. If you think there's one person getting all those platinums, you are most likely incorrect. I'll tell you why. The people on here have teams. In certain countries, in certain regions, they don't care if you're sharing PlayStation accounts and logging in from several places. If you look at the stats on when they get certain trophies, you can't get one trophy and get another trophy at the same time. So if you just look at the timestamps, that's how you know there's something in terms of teamwork going on. I'm not believe it or not, I'm not like shaming it, but I'm not condoning it either. I just thought after that, myself personally, I work solo. It's just like when I work out in the gym, I work the best solo. That's just me. Introverted. I don't know. So if you look up like the top 10, for example, the only person I recognize is Hakum. He's one of the OGs of PlayStation trophy hunting. It kind of makes me sad to see him drop down number 7, but hey. There's also, what happened to that person? I bet they changed their names, but what happened to that person who like something with an I and like event something? I don't know what it is, but he used to be number 1, and I don't check this regularly because this is more of a numbers-based statistical look at trophy hunting. Now, hypothetically, can I do this? Can I click on Hakum, and now I can see the trophies he's gotten. Now don't get me wrong, this is very helpful, right? The problem is not all of the trophies on a trophy hunter's profile are easy. So I'm saying you might pick up a platinum that claims to be easy and it's not. The only problem is now you're stuck with that game. You quote unquote wasted money, and now you have to do something with this game and decide what to do with it. Either spend a shitload of time trying to get that platinum that you might not even get, or just get what you can and just hide it away somewhere. The reason I say that, let me pull this up one more time. I forgot to say something. Just bear with me here. Now, if you look back at the at this screen right here, this is the like we said, the PlayStation Store, right? Now, if I go over here to my library, right? Now, I don't know how you guys organize your library, but so this has 1,584 games on it, right? Now, if you go all the way down and you keep on looking at it, I'm not gonna go all the way down, but that's what she said. So if you look at the list that is visible, which is basically this one screen only with all the shit on it, those are all the games I've 100%ed. Generally, I might not have some DLC for some of them, but do I have a platinum on most of these? 100% in the ones without platinums, of course. Now the thing is, you can list an unlimited number of games on this part of the library, right? So how do I organize my library? I do this. I sort it by okay, I'm doing it wrong. I forgot how to do this. Fuck. I'll get it. There's a way to why don't I remember how to do this? There's a way to get them hidden, your hidden games. Did they change this? Am I dumb? Hold on, I'm gonna figure this out. Why I'm doing something wrong and I can't figure out what. Okay, okay. No, seriously, did they change this? Oh, my screen is coming. Oh fuck, I feel like dumbass. Okay, you go here, right? To hidden items, you turn that on. So like this game that I just bought because it was on sale, like I mentioned in the previous video, I had not started it. Some of these games I've started, nowhere close to finishing, like this puzzle one, for example. A lot of these are PlayStation Plus games that were free just for being a member if you want to play online, which most people do. This game right here is a 2 cents, so it's pretty much a must-have because like any trophy you get in it is already a profit if you want to look at them. If you could put a monetary value on a bronze trophy, I guarantee you it's around 2 cents, maybe more. But yeah, so all these games are my unfinished games. As you can see in the upper left, there are 192 games that I haven't started. Like Need for Speed Heat, I want to start Need for Speed Heat so fucking bad. I just don't have the fucking time. Like, do the trophy hunting commitments, if you want to call it that. I just, it's not realistic for me to start a game that I can only play every now and then, especially if you're trophy hunting like me. But yeah, just some of these are supposed to be easy. Some of them I have no idea. I guarantee you this Virtua Fighter 5 one takes a long fucking time. Like, this is one of the easier fighting games ones. It is 100%, which kind of sucks, but hey, whatever. Yeah, I don't believe there's a platinum for Virtua Fighter 5 and PlayStation 4 edition. The only one that's out now. Yeah, so some of these go years back, guys. Some of these are like 4 to 5 years old, just saying. And like Fury, if you remember that. If I could just grab it here. I don't know if you guys remember that. As well as Badland. But these are game of the years from like 5 years ago, guys. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I'll put the window capture back up. So yeah, back to what we were talking about before. Looking at someone else's trophy log, their PlayStation profile, it's helpful, but like I said, all of these games are not necessarily easy platinums. Like if I could find one, I'll show it to you. Sometimes it can be hard to find one. That's what she said, and he said that too. Anyway, okay, where is it? Or like, I see this person has just been keeping up for the trophies. These are mostly pop ones, and of course I have already. Okay, I don't have the stacks. Now let me explain that. If you want to be a quantity trophy hunter in terms of as much as possible, I'm trying to stay in between quantity and quality, but I'm mostly quantity. But like I said in previous videos, I refuse to region stack. Region stack is when you get the North American, your EU store, JP store, Asia store, and you buy the same games only in different regions with different currencies, so that you can get stacks of the platinums of these games, because technically the platinum is bound to the region. So if I wanted a North American game that was also in Europe, all I have to do is just like get it. I was informed, I haven't tried it yet, to get a EU PlayStation Store card, use the credit in EU and download it to your PlayStation, and those will count as two different platinums, even if it's for the same game and platform. So you can have two PS5 platinums for the same PS5 game, just in different regions. Now you can only imagine what that does when you're stacking PS5, PS4, etc. onto 4 different regions. You literally just turned like a 1 platinum game into 4 platinums, minimum, assuming that the regions all support. Which on some games they're a little bit far and few between, but they are there. Yeah, Hakum's just been chilling. I think he's planning or something right now. I don't know. It's very interesting. He's only keeping up with the very easy ones. He used to do a whole bunch of relatively more difficult ones as well. But can you be perfect? In my opinion, even if you're number 1, you're never going to be perfect. No one is ever going to be perfect. If you would like to know what I mean by that, please contact me and I'll let you know. Okay, so now we're going to look at, in my opinion, what I will call this the most valuable resource for my trophy hunting abilities. If you look at so this is a PlayStation Store, right? It's store.playstation.com. If you notice it up front, I'm signed out, and there's a very good reason for that. I'm going to show this to you guys. Now, if you go to new games, right? It says right here, new games. If you click on view all. Now remember, we did this for the PlayStation Store on my PS5 that I just showed you guys. Now, if you go down to the list over here, scroll bar down there, and you go to like the very last page, in this case page 8. So what do you see here, right? It looks exactly the same, right? It looks like the easiest platinums on PlayStation. The PS5 store generally, emphasis on generally, only shows the PS5 easy platinums. If you're looking for PS4, which most people are if you're a trophy hunter, they are like, let's say you click on where is this? Let me find this. What was that game that I originally mentioned? I forget. I'll find it though. So right, if you go to Caravan Journey Nitro version, easy platinum, of course. Now you see it. Now you see the PS4. Now you see the PS5, right? You see how it conveniently shows them next to each other. You can't do this on the PlayStation 5 generally. Now, you can only, as far as I know, you can only do this on store.playstation.com. So, this is the resource I use the most, including the next resources that I'll show you guys later. But right now, I want to show you something that I found out. There was a easy platinum that was oddly discounted. I want to show you guys, if I could find it. It's on my YouTube already under shorts. Okay, it was Pretty Bird 8. I don't see Pretty Bird 8 right now, but here's the beauty of this resource again. Type in the game you're looking for, Pretty Bird 8. Now you search it, right? You will see that Pretty Bird 8 over here, sorry about that, is $1.99, right? For PlayStation 4 version, $1.99 for PlayStation 5 version. Now, why are all the other Pretty Birds here? Pretty Birds 1 through 7, $2.49 on PS4, PS5. Why are all of them like that? And there's this one game that's not. The one version in this installment of games. Does anyone have an explanation for this? Because I don't. I've been doing this for how long? I never researched this. I don't care because it's cheaper for me, so whatever. If you want to be able to lead us and find out, that's all you. Okay. And the last resources I want to show you guys is not just Google, but YouTube. Now, why YouTube? Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is a YouTuber that I have followed for years, ever since I started doing this, who only showcases videos and walkthroughs on Easy Platinums. Now, you will find games that you normally would never be able to find and would never guess they are Easy Platinums. In my opinion, and I'm pretty sure Bad Driver is the most, I don't want to say popular, but recognized source for Easy Platinums. As you can see, he has 44.8k subscribers. I haven't found anyone else besides the next resource I'm about to show you guys, but yeah, he shows all these games from over, like, how old is this channel? It's got to be the duration of the PS3, the video for that matter. But yeah, so you see all this? This is just within the past few weeks, and it just keeps going and going. So, like, if you're scrummaging around some of this area and you're like, oh, I don't recognize that platinum, there you go. It's probably going to be cheap, most likely. He tends to focus on platinums that are easy. Are there more expensive ones? Yes, but he does recommend waiting for a sale for some of them, which is perfect. But hey, like, I don't know where this game is right now. I think it was only released in the Asia store or AS region already. Probably JP store as well. Lord Hiragana rather. I can't find this game in an American store, but most likely it will be released in a NA store, possibly a EU store as well. And I'm not going to forget about it, because every time I look on the webpage, it'll be right here to remind me. So let me explain something, guys. Like, I used to do spreadsheets about this stuff, and I kept up on them for the most part. I don't do them as much anymore because it's becoming easier and easier to identify what games are Easy Platinums or not by the developer, by the price, by the popularity, among many other characteristics. So, like, I don't really need an Easy Platinum spreadsheet anymore. It's kind of nice to have it for, like, much older games on, like, PS3, PS4, PS Vita. Like, I still have Platinums I haven't gotten around to on those platforms that I know are easy. I still own my PS3. I traded my PS4 in because PlayStation 5 plays PS4 games, including the disc. If I had the disc version, I have digital. But anyway, so why aren't PS4 games listed in the PS5 store if you can play them on the PS5? Well, that's what store.playstation.com is for. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so the next is a smaller YouTuber. His name is Overhyped Gamer, or Overhyped G, with 7.06k subscribers. He tends, as you can see right here, he focuses on Easy Platinums like the Slime Journey, but he also showcases trophies for games that are actually good, that he likes, that people are gonna like. But, like, I don't recommend, like, finding every single YouTuber who displays trophy hunting. I just found this one because I notice sometimes he'll do different games that Bad Driver won't talk about or make a video for. So I might find more guys later. I shouldn't say guys, but let's be real. Anyway, girl gamers, more like girl lamers. Anyway, do you guys remember? Anyway, I'm getting off track there. So here are the actual videos about some of the Easy Platinums. Now, does Bad Driver cover some of these? Of course he does. It's the nature of competition on YouTube. Come on now. Yeah, so to wrap things up, just to let you guys know, if you're considering trophy hunting, if you're considering I just want to post something up here. This thing of beauty over here. Oh, wow, whose profile is this? God damn, this guy has some Anyway, yeah. What do you call it? PSN profiles tends to have a lot of ads. Unfortunately, I have no idea what's an ad, what's not an ad right now. So to wrap things up, I was getting to PlayStationStore.com, number one resource. PSNProfiles.com, number two resource. And I will put a tie with YouTube, as in specifically YouTubers who do easy PlayStation games, no matter what platform. And I'll tie that with the actual physical store on your PlayStation 5, assuming you have a PlayStation 5, in the actual, the menu system I showed you with my capture card. Flex, that's all I do all day. So if you're just starting out as a trophy hunter, I implore you, as I've expressed in a 1 hour rant video that went semi-viral. Sure, let's call it that, why not? I implore you to make sure this is something you actually really want to do, you're willing to invest in time and money, and most important of all, that it's fun for you. If you're doing this because you're going to try to get to the number one spot, unless you have a time machine or all the time in the world, you're not going to get to that number one spot. And that begs the question, why do I do this? Like I said, for me it's fun and I enjoy it. That's why I don't region stack. I like finding games that are gems, so to speak. A gem as in it's really cheap, has a really fucking good story or really fucking good gameplay, etc. That's just what I do. I mean, okay, like, if you want to put your Final Fantasy VII Remake as one of your favorite platinums, that's great. There's no feature for that on PlayStation. There's no feature to showcase your most favorite platinum. So therefore, my platinum of, let's say, Dragon Run Classic holds the same weight as your Final Fantasy VII. I don't design things this way. This is the way things are right now, at least. I'm saying that, do people give the Final Fantasy VII Remake, the Platinum, more respect? Of course. But at the end of the day, I look like in this upper right, I have 1,916 Platinums, right? Who's going to go through my entire list to see if Final Fantasy VII Remake is there? I rest my case. Every platinum is created equal. As much as you don't want to admit that, every platinum is created equal. Right now, I can't stress that. Do I actually see things changing and being shaken up a little in the rankings of trophies? Definitely. Because the easy platinum situation is getting out of control right now. You have these companies that only make easy platinums, and you're basically paying for trophies. If that makes you happy, as it does me, then go for it. But if you think this is just, I'm playing video games all day, I'm having fun, I'm getting trophies, I'm spending countless amounts of money on this shit, and it's like, you gotta ask yourself, like, is that really fun for you? Or is this a temporary thing that you're only going to commit to for a few months, then you're going to give up? What happens to all that time and money? Gotta think about these things. Alright guys, this is part one of my advice for potential trophy hunters, current trophy hunters, etc. If I think of anything else, I'll make a part two, but for right now, this part one will only be existing here. So, as you can see, we are in PlayStation Blue, like some past PlayStation videos. But guys, thanks for watching, especially all the trophy hunters out there. To an extent, we have to look out for each other, but to another extent, technically we're all in competition here. But I don't take that as seriously as I do just personal value, personal satisfaction with whatever you want to do with your video gaming. I haven't decided if I'm getting PSVR 2 or not. I want to sort of see some reviews and shit first, but will I probably end up getting it though? Probably. It's a pretty hefty price, unfortunately, but we'll see. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other.